Hey ladies, welcome to part 2 of the Amelia Rose tutorial. Okay, so in the last video we got our covers made and our page and our back flap made. Let's get the rest of it made. Okay, so now you're going to need piece F. Okay, so piece F, you're going to score it 1/2 inch and 3/4 of an inch. That forms a 1/4 inch gusset. We're going to fold towards the bumpy side and burnish. Fold on both your score lines. Okay, like I said, that forms your 1/4 inch gusset. Okay, now we're going to apply our tape to the outside of the 1/2 inch. And I'm putting my tape closer to the scored edge than the cut edge. Okay. Now piece F is going to go on your front. Well, this one here. Oops, sorry, ladies. One of them you need to do both sides because we're closing up that front cover. So one of your pieces you need to put tape on both sides. Sorry about that. Wasn't thinking about it. And taper your corners just to your very first score line. Okay, just to your first score line. It just makes it easier to attach it to a bird. Okay, ladies, I'm gonna switch my sides. This is the front cover. I'm attaching it to the front cover. Okay, attaching it to the front cover, and I'm checking to make sure that, now see my piece is a little bit too big, so I'm going to cut. I don't know how I got that piece so much bigger. Wow. So I'm going to cut a little bit off. Wow. Should have been 7. I had it way over 7. I wonder what my next one is. Is it at 7? Nope. That's why we always check before we take our tape off, okay? Just make that a habit, ladies, because you never know. Okay, now you're going to have to retaper on the one end that you cut off, so retaper, ladies. Well, you guys won't have to retaper. I had to retaper. So that's a good point. That's a lesson learned, ladies, okay? So the one where you have tape on both sides, because this is the front cover, we've got to close this up now. Okay, so I'm going to switch mine to the other side. I'm going to again make sure she fits. Okay, and you're going up just to your very first score line, ladies. And this will give us a 1/4 inch gusset that will give us room for our waterfall on both ends. Okay. So just up to your score line, ladies. Do not go past your score line. Okay. And that gives us a 1/4 inch gusset. Okay. Let's attach our back one. Okay. It's going to be taped side down. And you're going to line it up right with your piece C. Okay, do not go over that piece C. Just line it right up to it. Okay, right up to it, ladies. Do not go over your piece C. Okay, and when you got it, take your tape off. Just like that. Okay, now piece G is our closures. And again, we're going to have a 1/4 inch gusset. We're going to fold towards the bumpy side and burnish. Okay. Fold towards the bumpy side. On both your score lines on G, you scored at 1/2 inch and then 3/4 of an inch. Okay. That gives us a 1/4 inch gusset to allow for our waterfall. Okay. Now we're going to apply tape to the outside 1/2 inch. I'm going closer to the scored edge than the cut edge. Okay. And you can round these corners if you guys want. It's totally up to you guys. Okay. So I'm going to center it, and you can use your ruler if you want to. I'm just going to eyeball it. Same amount from top to bottom. And tape side down, ladies. Okay. And you're staying right on top of piece C. Do not go over that edge. You do not want to get in your score line at all. And when you think you got it, I'm going to hold it in place, take my tape off. Okay. And that's our closure. And you'll put a magnet here and a magnet here. Okay. And that's how they'll work. So let's do the same thing on our front piece. Tape side down, ladies. Okay, you want your 1/4 inch gusset showing. Okay, just your tape side down. That first 1/2 inch. Okay, so you want your 1/4 inch gusset showing. Again, you're going to center it from top to bottom. If you want to round the corners, you can. Just totally up to you. When I got it. And that 1/4 inch gusset will allow for our waterfall that we are going to be putting in here. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Now in my Amelia Rose one, I angled these. And you can do the same thing. Just, 2 inches in, 2 inches from the bottom, and angle it. Okay. I'm going to leave mine just like that on this one. Okay. So our waterfall in here, and you need piece E for this. Okay. Piece E, 4 of them. Okay. And I folded towards the bumpy side, applied my tape to the outside 1/2 inch on all 4 pieces. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start at the very, I'm just gonna leave just a little bit of a border up here at the top. And it's probably in between an 1/8 and a 1/4. I'm gonna line it up. I want the same amount on each side. Okay, when I got it, I'm gonna take my tape off. Okay, now my next piece, I'm going to raise this one up. I'm going to kind of put it where I think it should go, just right beside your 1/2 inch. I'm going to close this one on top of it, and I'm going to make sure she's lined up. Because sometimes we don't always score straight, okay? So when I got it, I'm going to hold it down, take my tape off. Okay. Now my next one, I'm going to put underneath the one that I just done. And where I think it should go, I'm going to hold it, bring my other flaps down, and I'm going to check it, make sure I'm lined up. And hold it down, raise the other 2 back up, and take my tape off. That's the easiest way I found to do this. And sometimes you'll get an extra, it won't be, you'll have just a little bit of space. But you can put paper here to hide that. Okay, so my next one, I'm going to put it where I think it should be. I'm going to make sure she's all lined up, and she is. I'm going to hold it, raise my others up, and I'm going to take my tape off. That's the easiest way I have found to do this. Okay. There we go. Now you can put your paper down first before you attach your waterfall. And go ahead and give these a nice burnish. So if you wanted to, you could put your design paper down first. Okay. And then put your waterfall down. I'm just going to put a piece of design paper here. I like the black on both sides. I'm okay with that. I'll just put a piece of design paper down here. Do the same thing with your back side. Attach your waterfalls right here, just like we did for this piece here, okay? So you'll need 4 of them, and they'll go right here just like we just got done doing, okay? So now let's grab piece J and K, okay? K is going to go right on top of piece I. We have our hinge here. Piece J is going to go right on top of that, okay? Yeah, and you want to stay right with your lined up with your piece I, okay? Do not go over, ladies. Line it right up, even maybe 1/8 of an inch away, okay? And when you got it, take your tape off, okay? There we go. And I tapered my corners on piece J. You know, you just scored it 1/2 inch, and then taper your corners, and then tape side down on piece J, and it sticks right on top of piece I, okay? Now, piece K is our pocket, and I want to show you how I do this, okay? Piece K, the slant is like this. Let me open this up and show you just real quick, ladies. See how it's slanted like this? So you need to make sure that when you're scoring, that you're scoring it right, okay? So piece K is going to, on the 5.5 inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, okay? Now your bottom needs your 1/2 inch, okay, to be done like a slant this way. So I'm just going to rotate it clockwise and do 1/2 inch. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then I think, just a second, let me double check here. Yep. And then we're going to score on 5.5 side on the other side. So you scored 1/2 inch, and then clockwise score 1/2 inch, clockwise again 1/2 inch. Okay, ladies, this is our pocket. Now we're going to apply our score pal tape to the indented side. Okay, we're going to apply our tape to the indented side, not the bubble side. And I'm going closer to my score line. And you don't have to go all the way up on this. I'd go at least a good 3 inches because we're going to be cutting that off. So don't waste your score pal tape, ladies. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to miter our corners. Okay, you're going to miter your corner right through that score line, ladies. Okay, this is reducing bulk in our album. Okay, now we're going to fold towards the bumpy side and burnish. Okay, bumpy side and burnish on all 3 sides. Okay, now our pocket is going to lay like this. Okay, okay, now with your pencil we're going to make some tick marks. I'm going to go 1.5 inches in on the top, make a tick mark, and I'm going 1.5 inches up from my bottom and making a tick mark. Okay, tick mark, tick mark. Now I'm going to connect my dots. Okay, I'm connecting my dots, or my tick marks, and I'm going to make a line. Okay. Well, that one was, okay. Erase that. We're going from our tick mark here over to the corner. I'm sorry, ladies. I was thinking of a different album. Okay, so you're going 1.5 inches up from the bottom, and then you're going all the way to your corner over here. Okay, sorry about that, ladies. Now I'm going to cut that off. Okay, I'm going to cut it off. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And if you have any pencil showing, go ahead and erase it. Okay. Now, this should fit on top of J, the piece we just put on here. And sometimes what I do, I put a piece of paper underneath so I can see where my edge is. Okay. Do not go over. You want to stay right lined up on this side. Okay. If you go over any, you can go over this side, but not on this side, because if you go over on that side, you are going to get in the binding part, and your book is not going to open and close correctly. Okay, ladies? Stay out of that. So now I'm taking off my score pile tape. Okay. Now, I'm just going to fold it over and attach her. So now we have this pocket here, ladies, just like that. Okay, now on the back side, we have our page on our hinge. So you're going to the back side of that hinged page. Okay, now you are going to need piece L. Okay, you're going to, that 1/2 inch that you done, you're going to fold towards the bumpy side and burnish. Okay. Now, the line that where we scored at 6 1/4, because you scored at 1/2 inch and 6 1/4. Okay, piece L. You are going to, the 1/2 inch, you are going to fold towards the bumpy side. Okay. Now, where you scored at 6 1/4, you're going to fold that towards the indented side. Okay, and when you fold it, you want to make sure that you're lined up. Okay, even if your score line is saying it's not, you can burnish a new score line. Okay, just make sure you're lined up from top to bottom. Okay. Okay, so here's your 1/2 inch. Let's get our score pile tape on that 1/2 inch on the outside, and I'm going to stay closer to the scored edge. Okay. I'm going to miter my corners, or taper my corners, I'm sorry. I'm going to taper my corners. That way you don't see the construction as bad when you put your paper on. This 1/2 inch here, this flap should be on top, ladies. Okay, flap on top. You're going to line that 1/2 inch, tape side down. You're going to line it up right on top of the back side of that hinged page. Okay, do not go over. Go right up to. Okay, line it up. And when you got it, take your tape off. You want to stay right on top of your piece here. You do not want to go over. Okay, so now that opens up like that, or opens up like that, ladies. Okay, piece M. On the 5 inch side, you scored at 1/2 inch. Okay, and we're going to attach this and put your fold towards the bumpy side and apply your tape on the outside 1/2 inch. Tape side down, right on top piece L. Okay, right on top of piece L. You're going to center it from top to bottom. Okay. Do not go over. Stay right in there. Okay, just right on top, and you want to stay even with where you just put L. Okay, take your tape off. Okay, and then that goes inside like that. Okay, that is our Amelia Rose album, ladies. So we'll do just a quick flip through. Okay, and you'll attach your ribbon. I don't have no ribbon right at the moment, but you'll attach, I'll just show you on this one here. I attach my ribbon underneath this paper with a loop. Okay, I use Scrappin tape. You can use glue to glue it down, but I formed a loop. Okay, and then the ribbon is on the back side, underneath my back side. Okay, and I attach two pieces. Okay, I attached one down, then attached the other one right on top of it. This comes around and goes through the loop, and you tie a bow. Okay, ladies? Okay, so here, I'll show you. I just put one through it and then tie a bow. Okay? So you open it up, and you put your magnet here and your magnet here, and that will hold that down. Okay, so just apply your magnets like you do any other album. And then you have your waterfall inside here. Okay, you have your pocket right here. Okay, flips open. You have a pocket here. Okay, and then this flips open, and then that, and then I didn't put my waterfall here, but this is where your other waterfall goes. Again, attach your magnets here. Okay, so here and here, attach your magnets. Okay, that is the Amelia Rose album, guys. So that's it. We'll be talking later, and keep scrapping. Bye-bye.